So how do you know when you can expand? Or have you always had a 2-year plan?
You know, I'm kind of weird. 13's my lucky number. And I've always said I was going to own 13 shops. I don't know. I mean, you know, if we go to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I mean, that's a few more. If you got a good infrastructure, if you got good management, if you got a good management team, if you got good management system, if you treat your employees with respect, give respect, get respect. If you don't give any respect, you're never going to get any respect. I don't expect my guy to do anything I wouldn't do. I might operate myself different than most owners. I still get out on the floors with my guys. I mean, you can see Band-Aids from being... I get out on the floors. I stay in touch with what's going on that floor, so I can see how cars are designed and built and how they've changed to stay on top of the future. I mean, these cars are... I mean, they have changed something fierce in the past 10 years. I mean, look, when airbags first come out, every airbag deployed in the car, no matter if somebody was sitting in the seat or not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything deployed. Seatbelt retractors. Pretty soon you got $4,000 of the seatbelt retractors and airbags went off. And there was only one person in the car. And you're changing all this. Well, then pretty soon, insurance company said, man, you know, I just stuck $5,000 worth of airbag stuff in this car, Mr. Auto Manufacturer. We need to make these things know when there's a customer sitting in that seat or not. So then they went to smart bags, which is weight sensitive for the seat, so it won't deploy if a young child's in there. And it won't send the seatbelt tensioner. If the seatbelt tensioner will, it's an explosive that goes off and sucks your seatbelt tight back against you. So if you're slunching over in the chair, it'll roll you back square in the seat before you move forward a little bit and that bag hits you square on. Back when airbags first come off, everybody would do a glancing blow. And they'd go off to the side of the bag if they weren't sitting square in the seat. And they'd come into the shop and look like they got drugged across carpet. They'd have rug burns over the whole face because they wouldn't hit that airbag just straight in and come back. They would do a glancing blow off it. And if you ever felt an airbag, it feels similar to canvas. So it would peel the skin right off the side of your face. I mean, people would come in there just all scarred up. Not scarred, but, you know, look like battle wound, man. What'd you do? Hit the windshield, you know? No, it was an airbag. You know, how many people drive without seatbelts? Well, did you know if you drive without a seatbelt and you get in an accident and the airbag deploys and the seatbelt don't set, because it won't set if the seatbelt ain't together, and when the policeman says, well, you're wearing your seatbelt, and you say, yeah, he can walk up and grab your seatbelt and tell you weren't wearing it. Because the seatbelt will not recoil after that explosion goes off. So whatever the length of the seatbelt was at the time of the accident is the length of it after the accident. It'll never recoil. They're floppy. Before, let's say, smart bags come out, which is part of your seatbelt also, a car would come in, person driving it's got a seatbelt on, big old floppy seatbelt hanging out here. It's real long. It doesn't retract no longer. And the second one, passenger side, is banjo tight because nobody was in there, but the charge went off and it just sucked that seatbelt where it's just banjo tight. I mean, you could play it's like a guitar string. Well, if somebody was in the passenger seat, and the cop says, where is your seatbelt on? Boing, boing, boing. Well, you must have been a toothpick because that seatbelt won't move now either because it won't come back out after that charge goes off. So they come out with a lot of different things to protect the manufacturers for if there was ever some type of lawsuit that, hey, my seatbelt didn't retract. They're protecting themselves. I mean, there's companies even now making a little sensor that goes underneath your carpet that tells the car if it's ever been wet.